And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they're currently the third-place team in the East, which doesn't represent much of a change from their finish a year ago. They're one of the conference's elite teams again. Hey, Shaq, let's talk about Monty Williams, the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. He's one of these Greg Popovich disciples. How would you characterize his coaching style?
Before we get into that, Ernie, I played at LSU for 3 years, as you already know. I've never seen a pelican. What are they? What sound do they make?
A bird, and they're the state bird, as a matter of fact.
I've never seen one. I don't like that name. Anyway, Monty Williams. This guy wants defense. He wants coach under Nate McMillan as an assistant, and he's very much a defensive-minded coach. Pelican. Is that the sound they make?
I've never heard one.
I've never seen one. Oh, you have seen one? Describe it.
It's a big bird with a big wingspan. Not unlike Kevin Harlan. Let's get to Kevin Harlan courtside.
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. These are the games that challenge you, guys. They will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win.
I think for the Pelicans, their season hasn't been great, and it hasn't been terrible. It's been fairly pedestrian. A few times it's looked like they're about to turn the corner, but they just haven't been able to sustain that winning momentum.
And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I think they've got the talent to be among the league leaders, but it looks to me like it's not going to happen for them this year.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler in the backcourt. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. Here's Davis. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree it was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court on D. The kind of hustle that pays off big time for you.
Just 4 to shoot. Rose, good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And here's New Orleans now. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game plan in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll.
And exploit them they did, Steve. They were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Evans outside. He dishes it to Ashik. Pass to Cunningham. Now the feed to Evans. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Outside Rose. Butler in the corner. Back to Rose. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Gibson with the screen on Evans. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The Defensive Player of the Year award only came into fruition in the early 80s, but it's mostly been dominated by big men. You have to think at some point Anthony Davis is not only going to win it, but win it multiple times.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And with Davis, it almost seems like a foregone conclusion for him. I mean, the way he is able to time shots up as a defender and shot blocker, man, in his prime still a few years away, you got to think he's going to have a chance to win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. And that's Evans penetrating. Gasol with the block. And they'll keep possession. Davis kicks to Pondexter. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Outside Gordon. The second chance effort. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. Fourth, the Bulls.
It's been a great year for them on the offensive glass. It's everybody. Everybody seems to be doing their jobs, bigs and guards.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Gents is checked in. If he comes in for Davis. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Nate Walters subbed in for Tyreke Evans. And with Davis and the defensive accolades, it isn't just his ability to block shots. That is just the starting point. He changes so many more along the way. And that's what, to me, sticks out the most.
Yeah, it isn't just limited to blocking or altering shots. I mean, he knows how to use his reach and quickness to come up with a lot of steals as well. And really, I wouldn't be shocked if one day he didn't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Rose hits them both.
Some good play from Rose in this one. He's already up to 8 points in the steal.
There's the pass to Walters. Lets it go from 14. And the jumper is good. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rose goes in. The shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
You know, on an ordinary night, I think they would have come out on top in that game. That's how well they played, but they just happened to run into a club that was playing at the top of its game.
And
look out!
Wow. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Pondexter kicks to Walters, and that one's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And it's Rose penetrating. Outside for Gasol. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Feeds it to Snell. There's the steal. Moving it up. Fires from the line. Here's Ajinça. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. On its way from Rose for 2. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Pelican 5 right now. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. Gordon out there with Tyreke Evans. And it's Cunningham in at the 3 slot. Davis with a screen on Gasol. Evans goes in. Here's Asik. Oh, and there's a foul on the shot here. Officials catching the contact on the attempt. So he'll have 2 shots at the line coming up here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Mirotic gets the bucket. Here's Evans. He had 19 points in the win against the Lakers. Mirotic, the 23rd pick back in 2011. The Bulls had to wait a while for him to come over. But, Steve, it looks like their patience will be rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, he was an MVP in the Spanish ACB league. It's probably the best league in the world after the NBA. So A lot of NBA GMs really regarded him as the best international player outside the NBA last season.
And it's Butler missing. New Orleans leading by 4. Here is Cunningham. He kicks it to Evans. Cunningham inside. And Davis can't get it to go.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Rose attacking.
Mirotic leading Real Madrid to the title in the Copa del Rey tournament. He got the MVP of that tournament as well. He's still young, but he's been proven at a very high level of competition, and you never discount that.
And Mirotic, a native of Montenegro, moved to Spain when he was 15, so he's made the adjustment smoothly to playing abroad. Now we'll see how he adjusts to the NBA.
Gordon with it. Gasol covering. And that's Evans penetrating. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Here's Rose. The kick outside to Butler. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, you know, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
New Orleans leading by 3. Evans dishes to Gordon. Evans passes to Cunningham. And Asha kicks to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. And that's Evans penetrating. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 2nd quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kicks it to Rose. Double team on Rose. Here's McDermott. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. McDermott's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. The Pelicans have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the 2nd quarter began. Evans goes in, tries to snap the cold streak, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Rose. The Pelicans have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And he makes the first. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. With he's checked in for Asha. Luke Babbitt comes in for Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Walters checks in for Eric Gordon. Rose attacking. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 13.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Evans with it. Butler covering. The dish to Pondexter. Takes a 3. And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. 9 feet out. And it's rejected. And now the Pelicans on the break. Evans leading the charge. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Hawks. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Chicago. They're sitting in 3rd place.
You know, I think for Chicago, they've gotten themselves into exactly the position they wanted to be in at this point in the season. And I can't say that I'm all that surprised by it.
No, I'm not either, Clark. This is a talented team. Coming into the year, I think everybody expected them to be pretty strong. And to this point, I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted to do. This is a very good basketball team.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Omer Ashik on a new team, but he's made an impression with his former squads. Jeremy Lin called him, quote, an incredible defender and a game changer. Kevin McHale said he's a big-time player in the middle. And remember, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau raved about his intelligence, relentless drive, and willingness to play for the team. Not bad, Kevin.
One of the premier defensive centers in the league, Doris. Thanks. Outside Rose. Left side, Rose. Uses the glass to drop it in. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
That'll go on McDermott. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. For New Orleans, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line. Second free throw, no good. Here comes Rose. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Deep 2 from Pondexter. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big...
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
I loved his approach, guys. He came out aggressively, took the ball into the teeth of the defense, and either got points at the rim or drew fouls.
Most of the time he's been drawing fouls. He has the free throw total to show for it, as well as a few nicks and bruises.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Muhammad out there with Baritic. Then there's Heinrich. Then it's Brooks. And it's McDermott in at the 3. Gordon goes in.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You could see that there.
Brooks for 3. And he gets it to go. Brooks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Evans dishes to Davis. Back to Evans. Pass to Cunningham. He feeds it to Evans. It's blocked, but they recover it. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. For New Orleans, they have missed out on some chances at the line today, 0-6 of 11. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Brooks against Evans. The drive by Brooks. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Left side, Gordon. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 3. One-on-one fast break. Here's McDermott. Three-pointer. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Brooks on the double team. Davis against Muhammad. Davis, the pass to Gordon. Another shot, and Davis can't get it to go.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just one make in their 5 attempts.
They get it back.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Gordon can't hit, and it's Chicago the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Brooks against Davis, and Brooks. Here we go for the tie. That's good. Brooks has got the game tied up here for Chicago.
What a terrific job to get the release perfect that time. I thought it might get blocked or deflected, but nice stroke.
Even with giving up a lot of size in that matchup, still able to get off a nice long-range shot there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jins is checked in, and it's Pondexter in for Dante Cunningham. Chicago also making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Muhammad. Gibson comes in for McDermott, as Jimmy Butler coming in for Kirk Heinrich.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
And Brooks, here we go. And Gibson kicks to Brooks. Dishes to Gasol. A jump hook, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Evans, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot two. And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity strike. Aaron Brooks on top.
And he's been a model of consistency at the free throw line. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Steve, you take a look at him when he's up there. I mean, he's a cool customer, a real cool dude. His stroke never changes. Doesn't matter if it's the first quarter or the game is on the line in the fourth.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Brooks, here we go. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and two shots coming up.
And Kevin, while we have a moment here, let's take a look at the Bulls and see where they ranked over the last month in the NBA stats. First in blocks, first in free throw shooting, and they're ranked third in lowest amount of turnovers per game. That's the sign of a team that understands the importance of taking care of the ball.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
Outside Butler. Back to Brooks. Passes it to Gasol. Brooks outside. For the lead. Misses off the left iron. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And it's Butler with the jam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Babbitt dishes to Walters. From past the arc. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his third rebound tonight. Outside Butler. Back to Brooks. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Walters.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a...
And here now is our State Farm assist to the game, and Steve coming earlier on a three-pointer.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good passes tonight, some on the interior. This one on the outside, setting up his teammate perfectly for that three-point look.
Cunningham is out there with Jeff Withy. Then there's Tyreek Evans. Then it's Omer Asher, and it's Gordon in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Rose gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Rose has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Evans passes to Ashik. Back to Evans. Cunningham inside. Defended by Gibson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
Butler kicks to Rose, launches a three. Rose can't get that one to fall. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Cunningham. Asik with it. Butler covering. Asik dishes to Evans. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. They now take the lead. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Back to Rose. Three-pointer. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Asik, defended by Gibson. Evans goes in, and it's good. And now it's a 3-point Pelican lead.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Gibson with it. Back to Rose to end the run. Rose with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now the feed to Cunningham. Rose against Evans. On the wing, Gordon. He dishes it to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Evans missing. Bulls trail by 3. And here's Rose outside. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Gordon, the pass to Cunningham. And stolen by Butler. Now here's Rose. On the pass to Butler. There's the 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using a timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
Anthony Davis is checked in for with him. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Just 3 to shoot. That's a 2 from Gordon, and that misses badly. Air ball. Well, Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And it's Rose penetrating.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. And some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And it's Evans missing.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Rose against Evans. Double team on Rose. Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Outside Gordon. Step back shot. Asik dishes to Gordon. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
We're seeing the red-hot version of Gordon right now.
And Chicago shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Feeds to Gibson. Uncovered. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Rose against Evans. Davis setting the pick for Evans. It's off.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
Wow! Oh, I do not believe my eyes. How in the world can the game end on a shot like that?
I tell you what, nothing's going to top that. Now I've seen it all.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Derrick Rose.